What do a 1986 and a 2016 dime have in common? More than you'd think. Some of these dimes are worth far more than 10 cents, and I'm about to show you why. In 1986, as the American economy was cautiously emerging from a period of uncertainty, the U.S. Mint was hard at work producing coins that would serve not only as legal tender but as enduring symbols of national pride. Among these coins was the familiar one-dime piece, a coin that, for decades, had carried the visage of President Roosevelt and the classic torch, oak, and olive branch on its reverse. That year, production lines hummed with precision and routine, yet fate had quietly woven an anomaly into one of these otherwise unremarkable coins. The error, subtle in its manifestation, would slowly reveal itself to the discerning eye of a dedicated collector, transforming an everyday item into a storied treasure. It began as a routine afternoon in a cluttered study lined with coin albums, price guides, and faded photographs of bygone eras. A lifelong numismatist, Jonathan had long nurtured a quiet passion for coin collecting, a pursuit that balanced methodical research with the thrill of unexpected discoveries. While perusing his collection of dimes from the mid-1980s, a set he had painstakingly assembled over years, he noticed something peculiar about one specimen. There was a slight misalignment in the intricate detailing of the torch on the reverse side, an almost imperceptible shift that broke the otherwise flawless symmetry of the design. At first, it seemed as though the mint had made a minor oversight, a fleeting lapse in the otherwise rigorous quality control that defined U.S. coinage. Yet, as Jonathan held the coin closer, a sense of anticipation and mystery began to swell within him. As he studied the coin under the bright beam of a magnifying glass, its historical context slowly unfolded before him. The coin was struck during a period when the nation was balancing the promise of economic recovery with the memories of past hardships. Every dime produced in that era carried with it not only the weight of metal but also the subtle echoes of a nation eager to redefine itself. In the hustle and bustle of the mint's operations, errors occasionally occurred, a misstrike here, a die flaw there, but this particular misalignment was different. It was as if the coin had inadvertently captured a moment in time, a fleeting error that bore the imprint of both human fallibility and mechanical imperfection. The story behind the coin's creation was as layered as the history of the period itself. In the midst of rapid technological advancements and shifting economic policies, the mint operated under immense pressure to maintain both speed and accuracy. Reports from that era spoke of rigorous production schedules and ever-tightening deadlines, a context in which even the most seasoned engravers and technicians could occasionally falter. This error, with its delicate misplacement of design elements, was not the result of a careless mistake but rather the unintended consequence of an overzealous minting process. The die, worn from constant use yet momentarily misaligned, had produced a coin that deviated subtly from its standard. It was a minor aberration that, upon first glance, might have gone unnoticed by a casual observer. Yet to Jonathan, it was a whisper of hidden history waiting to be unearthed. Over time, Jonathan's investigation of the error deepened, and the coin became more than just an object of monetary value, it transformed into a living narrative of American craftsmanship and historical nuance. Every time he turned the coin in his fingers, he felt a connection to the mint workers whose hands had guided the creation process, as well as to the countless others who had passed by, unaware of the gem nestled within the mass production. His collection, already rich with stories and relics, now contained a piece that challenged the conventional narrative of numismatic errors. There was an emotional complexity in discovering that something so seemingly trivial, a slight misalignment of a design element, could alter the coin's destiny forever. As news of the error began to circulate within the coin collecting community, the coin's value started to evolve in ways that no one could have predicted. Initially, collectors marveled at the rarity of the misprint, whispering among themselves about the possibility of owning a piece that carried with it a fragment of mint history. At auctions and numismatic conventions, the coin was the subject of hushed debates and careful examinations. Its worth was not merely measured in dollars but in the allure of an error that told a broader story about the interplay between human precision and the unpredictable nature of machine production. The coin's market value experienced an almost cinematic evolution, starting modestly, then rising steadily as experts began to recognize its significance, and eventually, reaching levels that redefined the term rare. Each incremental increase in value was accompanied by a subtle shift in the collector community's perception. What began as an overlooked curiosity gradually became an emblem of rarity and serendipity. Jonathan recalled the quiet thrill of attending a local coin show where a seasoned dealer, upon inspecting his coin, whispered that such errors were often undervalued compared to their perfect counterparts. The dealer's words resonated deeply, hinting that the coin's flaw, rather than diminishing its value, imbued it with a unique character. The revelation was a reminder that in the world of collectibles, imperfections sometimes carry the weight of stories far greater than pristine mint condition ever could. Yet, just as the coin's journey seemed to settle into a predictable narrative of rarity and rising worth, an unexpected twist emerged, a twist that turned the tale on its head. Amid the increasing buzz, a detailed examination by an independent expert revealed that the error was not merely a misaligned die strike but also incorporated an additional, nearly invisible detail, a barely discernible, extra flourish on the torch that was absent from all other dimes minted that year. This subtle addition, almost like an accidental signature from the mint itself, added another layer of mystery to the coin's history. Was it an unintentional byproduct of the misalignment, or could it have been a deliberate experiment, a hidden mark left by an innovative technician testing a new technique under pressure? The revelation sent ripples through the community, and the coin's story became even more captivating. Collectors began to theorize about the possibility of undiscovered patterns in the mint's production records, and enthusiasts speculated that this could be the tip of an iceberg of similar errors lurking in the vaults of history. Jonathan's personal connection to the coin deepened with each new discovery. The initial thrill of a chance encounter with an error had evolved into a profound exploration of the intersection between craftsmanship and accident, a journey that encapsulated the unpredictable nature of both history and human endeavor. As he meticulously recorded every detail and compared his coin to authenticated specimens in academic texts and online databases, he felt as if he were piecing together a puzzle that transcended monetary value. The coin was a silent storyteller, narrating tales of missed opportunities and serendipitous moments that defined an era. The evolving narrative of the coin resonated with collectors on multiple levels. It was a tangible reminder that even in systems governed by precision, chaos could inject moments of wonder and unexpected beauty. The subtle error that marked the 1986 US one-dime coin was not simply a flaw, it was a testament to the unpredictability of art and industry, a relic that encapsulated a specific moment in time when the march of progress inadvertently produced something extraordinary. Its journey from an overlooked minting mishap to a coveted piece of numismatic lore was marked by layers of discovery, emotion, and debate, each layer adding to its allure and mystique. In a world where perfection is often prized above all, the tale of this particular dime invites us to reconsider the value of imperfection. As the coin continues to be passed from one collector to another, its story grows richer, entwining personal narratives with broader historical themes. The error, with its delicate misalignment and the unexpected extra detail on the torch, stands as a quiet rebellion against the notion of flawless production. It reminds us that sometimes, the smallest deviations carry the most profound stories, stories that bridge the gap between ordinary transactions and extraordinary moments of historical significance. This journey through time, marked by the delicate interplay of error and intent, continues to captivate those who understand that every coin carries not just metal but a legacy that is as unpredictable and intricate as the human experience itself. In the midst of a routine production run at one of the nation's busiest mints in early 2016, an anomaly quietly took shape on the surface of what should have been an ordinary US dime. The year was marked by political and economic shifts, and the United States Mint was under immense pressure to meet the demands of a rapidly changing landscape. Workers diligently calibrated dies and inspected each coin for imperfections, unaware that a subtle misalignment in one of the high-speed presses would forever alter the fate of a single piece of currency. A slight misplacement of the mint's engraving tool resulted in an overlay of impressions, a doubling effect that left a ghostly echo of President Roosevelt's profile along with a faint yet unmistakable duplication of the inscription on the reverse. It was an error born from both human fallibility and the mechanical complexities of modern minting, a mistake that would later capture the imagination of collectors and historians alike. Years later, during an unremarkable afternoon spent sifting through a dusty box of coins inherited from a distant relative, a devoted collector discovered a dime that defied the usual gleam of its standard brethren. There was something hypnotic about the way the coin's design seemed to shimmer under the light, as if it were hinting at secrets buried within its layers. At first glance, it resembled any other 1-cent piece circulating the nation, yet a closer inspection revealed a peculiar anomaly, a subtle doubling of the imagery that could easily be mistaken for a mere quirk of wear. The collector's heart raced with a mix of disbelief and excitement as he traced the faint outlines where the standard design merged with its unexpected twin impression. Each nuance of the error spoke to an unintentional artistry, a blending of precision and accident that seemed to whisper of lost stories and overlooked details from the mint's bustling production lines. As days turned into weeks, the coin's story began to unravel like a thread in a much larger tapestry. Conversations with fellow numismatists and seasoned experts revealed that the misstrike was no isolated case but part of a very limited batch of errors that had slipped past rigorous quality control. While most error coins tend to be dismissed as mere imperfections, this particular dime possessed an almost enigmatic quality, a rare window into the interplay between machine precision and the unpredictable nature of human oversight. The collector found himself retracing the coin's history with a fervor that bordered on obsession. Every detail, from the exact alignment of the doubled imagery to the subtle interplay of light on the coin's raised surfaces, became a clue in an unfolding mystery. The deeper he delved, the more he began to see the error not simply as a mistake, but as a serendipitous accident that held its own historical significance. Meanwhile, as word of the anomaly spread among coin enthusiasts, the coin's monetary worth began to evolve in unexpected ways. Initially, its value was modest, almost imperceptible among the myriad regular issues of the dime. But as more collectors and historians took note of the coin's unusual attributes, whispers of its rarity began to stir in niche circles. Auction houses started to receive inquiries from those who recognized that what appeared to be an ordinary error was, in fact, a rare misprint with a story worth far more than its face value. Over time, as experts compared specimens and traced back production records from the mint, the error's significance grew in stature. Hints of its potential collectible status were carefully shared among insiders, each revelation building suspense like a secret slowly unfolding in a dimly lit room. The coin, once destined for everyday transactions, was now a coveted relic, a tangible reminder of the unpredictable dance between art and industry. In meticulous research, experts documented that the error's physical characteristics set it apart from any typical misstrike. The double impression was not chaotic but exhibited a controlled repetition that accentuated the delicate features of the design. On the obverse, Roosevelt's visage bore a soft, almost ethereal duplication, a faint overlay that gave his expression a sense of depth and enigma. On the reverse, the normally crisp lettering of United States of America and E pluribus unum appeared in a subtle, doubled formation, lending the coin an otherworldly symmetry. The mint mark, usually a small and unassuming symbol of origin, was also caught in the anomaly, its standard placement now intersected by the error's mirrored edge. Observers noted that when held to the light, the coin revealed an almost imperceptible watermark, a series of delicate lines that seemed to trace a pattern too deliberate to be mere accident. This hidden detail, as if etched by fate itself, hinted at an even deeper narrative behind the misstrike. As the collector continued his investigation, a surprising twist emerged that reframed everything previously believed about the error. While most considered it an unintentional fault of machinery, a series of correspondences with a retired mint supervisor suggested that the coin might have been the unintended product of an experimental die. Rumors had long circulated about a cancelled commemorative project, one intended to celebrate a historic moment that never came to fruition. This experimental die, kept under tight security and slated for destruction, was believed to possess unique characteristics precisely because it was never meant for public release. The revelation was as astonishing as it was perplexing. It turned out that during the hectic production schedule of 2016, a single die from the cancelled series had inadvertently been mixed with the standard issue coins. The misaligned strike, then, was not solely a result of a production mishap but also a vestige of a forgotten plan, a hidden chapter in the mint-storied past that was only now being brought to light. This unexpected connection transformed the coin's narrative from that of a mere error into a historical artifact imbued with mystery and significance. The very characteristics that had once been dismissed as flaws now took on a new meaning, resonating with collectors who saw in the coin a symbol of lost potential and unfulfilled ambition. The suppressed story of the experimental die, once a footnote in internal records, now became the centerpiece of a broader exploration into the interplay of innovation and error. The collector, who had once marveled simply at the coin's unusual appearance, found himself at the heart of a historical detective story. His discovery was no longer a singular accident but part of a complex narrative that tied together ambition, secrecy, and the relentless march of progress in the world of minting. In subsequent years, the coin's journey through auctions and private collections mirrored the unpredictable evolution of its value. Early modest bids gave way to intense negotiations among collectors who recognized that the coin was not just a flawed piece of currency, but a tangible relic of an experimental era in minting history. Each offer and counteroffer was accompanied by renewed discussions about the error's provenance, its unique physical attributes, and the clandestine project that had inadvertently given it life. While some speculated on the final monetary impact, the true value of the coin lay in its ability to encapsulate a moment in time, a moment when innovation collided with accident, and when a single misstrike illuminated hidden layers of history that had long been forgotten. Every time the coin was examined, experts marveled at the delicate balance between precision and imperfection, a balance that, in the case of this 2016 dime, had transformed it from a mundane piece of everyday currency into a prized collectible laden with intrigue. The accidental doubling of its design, the interplay of light on its subtly altered surfaces, and the clandestine link to an aborted commemorative initiative all coalesced into a story that was as layered as it was unexpected. It was a reminder that even in an age of mass production and stringent quality control, the human element, both in error and in discovery, could still yield artifacts of profound historical significance. Make sure you're checking every dime that comes your way. If you liked this video, hit like and subscribe. More valuable coin finds are just around the corner.